I just wanted to make a quick video based on the photo you see here because I just feel like it's vital to just make this point about the fact that oftentimes you would uncover or discover or realize that you have a narcissist in your life. Whether that is a romantic partner, a child, a family member, even a parent or sibling, right? It can also be a coworker, and that's the main point of this video is because it's so ironic that when you discover one narcissist in your life, eventually somehow most of the narcissists in your life, if not all of them, just start coming through the woodwork. It's like when you recognize and can identify the strong traits of NPD or cluster B personalities in your life, then you start to notice, hey, so and so has these same traits, whether, like I said, coworker, boss, family member, sibling, etc., or even a best friend. And you just look around you, it's like you shine the light on a certain narcissist, and then the other ones just start to scatter, or you discover a whole heap of them that surround you, that are latched onto you in your life, that you would have never realized if you didn't encounter one of them or the first one, because you didn't know about narcissism, you didn't know about cluster B personalities or anything to do with that extreme other end of the spectrum, or whether they have antisocial personality disorder traits, or even maybe suffering from psychopathy. But I find it so very intriguing that this is such a phenomenon, okay? And it's real, but it's also enlightening, right? Pun intended. You shine the light on one of them, and the rest of them you find that are all latched onto you. It can also be eerie. It could be like icky. It could be gross when you find out, because you're like, oh my goodness, I have a narcissist in my life, and you go no contact, and then you find out like you got 10 narcissists in your life. So whoever is listening out there, don't feel insecure about it. You're not alone. I came to this realization. It's crazy. It's icky. It's like, what? It's like you turn the light on yourself and you find all of these bugs attached to you, just like sucking you dry. You find all these parasitic entities in your life in close proximity, where you gotta be, where your kids have to be, or who you have to interact with, perhaps, until you can do something different, until you can get out of those circumstances safely, right? And the thing about it is that it is so freakish because you don't want these beings, right? You don't want these things attached to you or latched onto you. You don't want that. But when you discover them, that's the case. It's reality, it's a fact. All you can do is change the situation, change the circumstances, and move upward and forward from that point, gain more knowledge. Because the more knowledge you gain, the stronger you become, the more you take care of yourself first and ignore, all these destructive energies around you in your presence, the more they won't be attracted to you, the more you would be icky to them, and they would start to detach from you, so to speak, or unlatch from you, right? Because they only want the good stuff, and the good stuff is who will let them have their way, who will put up with um, their false identity or persona, who will take the abuse, who have not realized who they are yet, right? Because some people just plain speaking has not figured out what they're dealing with, and that's just unfortunate, So I don't want to throw blame or judge or shame or anything like that whatsoever. Some people just don't know. And then some people are oftentimes forced to have to live with the abuse because of circumstances beyond their control, and they have to take time to work themselves out of situations, or it may take months, years to just pluck these beings off and get them out of your life, right? It may take time. Some of them are so deeply embedded in your day to day life, let's say. And, it's not a good feeling whatsoever, right? It's a horrible feeling. It's very damaging the longer you're with them. And it can even be damaging knowing who they are and just feeling forced to stay in the situation, because what can you do about it in certain circumstances until you can do better, right? So that's what I wanted to share. I don't have much more to add regarding this area or the topic, but there you have it. Thanks for being here. Please share. Remember to subscribe and come back here. Bye bye.